They said the cameras failed. They said the guards were asleep. They said it was suicide. But the footage tells a different story. A story edited in silence. A story buried in metadata. A story that begins with one missing minute and ends with a network too powerful to name. This isn't speculation. It's a forensic breakdown of what was seen, what was hidden, and what was deliberately erased. Tonight, we examine unreleased footage, contradictory files, and the names that remain untouched. Because this isn't just about Epstein. It's about the system that protected him and the silence that still surrounds it. This episode isn't about closure. It's about exposure. And the deeper we go, the more we find that the truth isn't missing. It's been deliberately buried. We're not chasing theories. We're chasing patterns. Patterns of omission. Patterns of protection. Patterns of power. And when you follow those patterns far enough, you don't just find Epstein. You find the architecture that built him. Segment 1, the missing minute. At 6:33 a.m., the hallway camera outside Epstein's cell skips forward. Exactly 1 minute. No backup. No explanation. The official report calls it a technical glitch, but forensic analysts found something else. Metadata inconsistencies. Frame rate anomalies. A manual overwrite signature. This wasn't a system failure. It was a deliberate edit. We cross-reference surveillance logs with internal timestamps. The moment the footage cuts, activity spikes in adjacent cells. Unexplained movement. No logged entries. No staff presence. The DVR system used in the facility logs every access attempt. That morning, there was a remote login. No name attached. No authorization trail. The camera system was designed to be tamper-proof. But the audit trail shows a gap, 1 minute long. The same minute Epstein was found unresponsive. Why erase 1 minute? Because 1 minute is all it takes to remove a face. To hide a hand. To rewrite a death. And when we asked for the raw footage, we were told it was corrupted. But the corruption only affects one segment. 1 minute. 1 moment. That's not coincidence. That's intent. And that intent points to something bigger than a cover-up. It points to a system that knows how to erase itself. Segment 2. Unreleased footage and file dump. New footage surfaced from adjacent cells. It wasn't part of the official release. It shows movement where there should have been none. A figure. Unidentified. Security logs show no entry. The footage was never submitted in court. Internal memos reference non-essential footage. Translation, footage that contradicts the narrative. We analyze the file dump. Time codes don't align with guard shift logs. Audio channels spike during quiet periods. One camera shows a shadow, then static. This isn't just omission. It's orchestration. The footage from the hallway shows a light flicker, then stabilize. The cell door shows no movement. But the audio picks up a metallic scrape. We requested the original audio files. They were lost in transfer. The deeper we dig, the more the footage feels like a message. You're only allowed to see what they want you to believe. And what they want you to believe is that nothing happened. But something did. And the evidence wasn't destroyed, it was hidden. The files that were released were curated. The files that weren't, those are the ones that matter. Because the truth doesn't live in what's shown. It lives in what's missing. Segment 3, the network. Epstein wasn't just a man. He was a node in a system built on leverage. Flight logs. Visitor records. Financial trails. Names redacted. Connections buried. We trace the network. Politicians. Royalty. CEOs. Scientists. Celebrities. Some appear once. Others dozens of times. But when the investigation begins, they vanish from the record. Sealed court files. Private island manifests. Unpublished depositions. The same pattern repeats. Power protects power. And silence is enforced, not requested. This wasn't just a sex trafficking ring. It was a blackmail machine. A system where secrets were currency and exposure was fatal. We found references to insurance files, encrypted folders, hidden drives. None of them were entered into evidence. Why? Because the network wasn't just about exploitation. It was about control. And control doesn't end with one arrest. It survives through silence. The same names reappear in new ventures. The same connections resurface in new industries. The same silence protects them. This wasn't a scandal. It was a structure. And that structure is still standing. Segment 4, Psychological Architecture. Epstein's power wasn't just money. It was psychological control. He built environments designed to isolate, manipulate, and record. Rooms with hidden cameras. Contracts with silence clauses. Staff trained to forget. Surveillance disguised as luxury. Isolation disguised as privacy. Compliance disguised as consent. Victims weren't just abused. They were conditioned. To stay quiet. To doubt themselves. To believe they were complicit. This wasn't exploitation. It was engineering. We spoke with trauma psychologists. They described a pattern: grooming through privilege, entrapment through shame, silencing through fear. The system that enabled it still exists, still operates, still protects its architects. And the architecture isn't just physical. It's digital. It's legal. It's cultural. It's embedded in institutions, in contracts, in algorithms. And it doesn't need Epstein anymore. It's self-sustaining. This is the psychology of silence. And it's been weaponized. Segment 5, Final Reveal and Viewer Challenge. The footage is incomplete. The files are redacted. But the pattern is undeniable. We overlay timelines. We cross-reference names. We expose contradictions. And one truth emerges. This wasn't a failure of oversight. It was a success of design. The Epstein network didn't collapse. It adapted. It rebranded. It continues. The same names appear in new ventures. The same connections resurface in new industries. The same silence protects them. So we ask, who's still protected? Who's still connected? And what happens when silence becomes strategy? Join us as we unveil the hidden connections that could change your perspective entirely. The truth is often buried beneath layers of deception, waiting to be discovered. Don't miss out on what's next! Drop your theory in the comments below. There's so much more to uncover, and your insights matter. Together, we'll peel back the layers of this narrative, revealing the intricate ties that bind finance, royalty, and technology. Stay tuned, and let's embark on this enlightening journey side by side. Because the story didn't end in a cell. It just changed locations.